Hi everybody, welcome back. It is Friday, October 3rd. I'm going to do a quick video on the recap of my moves this week, income-wise, what I deposited, what I bought, all the trades, dividends, all of that. I'll quickly jump into the strategy of the portfolio since I changed it recently in the last couple of days, and you'll see the deposits have changed because of that here in a second. And of course, I'll jump into the dividends that were received this week, the options trades that I made this week, and the amount of money that I put in this week and what I did with it. So quickly for new viewers, just the new and updated strategy. Step one, tried to break it down and make it real simple. Invest all of my income that I've received from anything at all into my brokerage account rather than pay bills with it. So when I receive it, it goes directly into my brokerage account. Second step is to immediately invest all of those deposits, all of the income into high yield assets and use it for options trading, or to invest into high yield assets or just dividend payers. 50-50 split is the goal. Third step is to use the income that's generated from the portfolio in dividends, capital gains, options trading, and that pays down the margin balance throughout the month. Subsequently, also, money is withdrawn on margin to pay bills throughout the month when they come due. I did not have any bills come due this month, so nothing came out, this week, so nothing came out this week. I will report when things do and try to keep balances in line with that as well. And then the final step is FIRE, financial independence, retire early, which is a lot of people's goals, definitely my goal. I will be 38 years old this month. I am trying to reach this quicker, and I think that this strategy will help me do it. I think this is going to help me achieve this well before my 60s, but maybe quite a bit sooner than that. Hopefully, worst case, like 5 to 7 years is kind of my unofficial goal. So let me jump right into the dividends received this month. Sorry, I keep saying this month, this week. So on Wednesday, I received my WPAY dividend in $8.81. It was definitely a high. Last week it paid in the 50s, paid 81 cents per share here. And then I own 10 shares, so I got a total of $8.81. I received the monthly dividend from JEPI of $29.60. That was today. Today I received the weekly dividend from XDTE, kind of the normal ones here, in total of $79.89. Received the ULTI dividend in $80.89 weekly as well, and the weekly dividend of YMAX, $17.21. These are kind of the main three. I'm adding more to WPay, and JEPI is a monthly that I've kind of just had sitting. I will add more to it eventually, but not for now. And then jumping into the options for the week. Actually said week that time. All the trades happened today. I had let me just jump down here first. I had a Pepsi call on from last week that expired worthless. That's why you're not going to see it on this sheet. Otherwise, I closed everything and bought everything back. So bought BITX back for $1.01. Bought TSLL back, 2 contracts for $2.02 total. Cost, bought back the Starbucks put for $1.01 and bought back Target for $1.01. So as I've mentioned before, I set a good till closed limit order on all of my positions to close for $1. That way, if I'm just out and about or whatever, they close on their own and I don't have to worry about it. I'll get a notification and then I can jump in there and either sell a new put or call it the same day, or I can wait till Friday, which I typically do depending on the market. Market hasn't been down much lately, but if it was like a big red day, I would maybe sell the puts that day just to try to collect a little more premium. And obviously it's a better opportunity to sell at a lower price. Jumping into the new opened contracts this week. I opened a new contract on BITX at a $58 strike. I had 53, so that tells you how much it's gone up. When I sold this, I think it was around 62 or 63. I sold this about a 20 delta for a week from today, as I typically do. Received $81 in premium, paid the fees, so I received a total of $80.34 for that one. Starbucks, I've been playing with for a while now. I own 100 shares, but I'm still selling puts on it. I just like the price. I like the company. I think it's at a low right now, so I'm going to keep selling puts on it. I sold 1 contract at the 84 strike, which was a bit higher than the 81. Like I said, it rose up a little bit. Expiring a week from today, and received a total premium of $58.34. Target, same thing, low. Dividend payer, don't own any shares yet, but I just think it's at a good price, so I'm selling puts on it. Quantity 1, strike of 86, week from today, total of $52.34. TSLL I've been playing for a long time. It has super high premiums. It's a good way to get into Tesla if you want to sell puts on Tesla, but Tesla's super high priced right now, so you need a lot of capital in order to do it if you're doing cash secured puts and you're not selling naked. So I like using TSLL. It is a double leveraged fund, so you have to be mindful of that. But I meant to sell 5 and only 4 went through, and then 1 kind of got held up, so I had to sell 1 separately here. But I sold a total of 5 at the same 17 strike a week from today. Got $34 in premium on 4 of them and $33 in the other, so a total of $165.69 received in premium so far on this trade. And then SOXL, which I've played a few times, 1 put at the $35 strike, week from today, total of $61.34. And then lastly, my Pepsi shares. I've been selling calls on them, as I just mentioned. I sold calls on it last week. They expired worthless today. Sold another one. The premiums on Pepsi today were really, really good. I was really shocked. I previously had a 146 Pepsi call, I believe it was, and it was sitting about the same price that it's sitting at today, and I received like $19 in premium. This time I went all the way out to 155, which was an 8 delta. By the way, I should mention on all of these were all around the 20 delta I sold these at. For this call, I sold it at the 8 delta. Very, very low, very conservative in my mind. And I was able to go that far out and still receive $29 in premium, which I thought was really good. So I had to take it. I'm not trying to get these shares called away. That's why I sold it so conservatively. It was just kind of a bonus. I was able to collect so much, or what I think is so much, in 1 week on a price that's really far away, in my opinion. So Pepsi call, quantity 1, week from today, 155 strike, received a total of $28.34. So I plan on holding these shares long term, not trying to get them called away. But if this one somehow blew through that strike and got called away, I would make about $900 in capital gains on these getting called away. Not bad if it does get called away. So that was the week. All in all, received a total income so far of this week of $657.74. 441 of that was in options, and 216 of that was in dividends. Lastly, I just wanted to quickly go through, I'm starting to use this platform, trying it out, because I want to show a little bit more on these videos. So I want to show the total value of the portfolio. So currently sitting right now at $110,000, 141. That's on a little bit more invested, 116,650. I have some holdings that I'm down quite a bit on, and then I put these into categories. So my options trading, SGOV, I currently have 354 shares. And while I'm on this, I will mention that the income, or not the income that I received, but the money that I deposited into the account today and Wednesday, so a total of this week, I put in $10,846.26. That wasn't all income. That is some money that was sitting around in my budget. I use a budget app, and that was kind of money that was, because I kind of live 30 days in advance on my budget. So that was money that I had sitting around waiting to go towards bills and things like that. So that combined with the income this week, I deposited all into the account, the brokerage account, which brought this up to $110,000. Like I said, it was $10,846.26 that I deposited this week. And the reason why I want to bring it up now is because I put every bit of that into SGOV. I've mentioned in past videos now that SGOV is lower than I would like. I'm looking for a 50-50 split. So simple math, at $110,000, 55 roughly should be into SGOV to use for options, right? Clearly it's not there yet. I'm sitting at 35 even after putting all of that income into it. So I don't plan on doing that going forward. If there's a better opportunity to get into some of the funds or stocks that I have, then I will do that. But right now, everything's so high, I'm okay with putting it all in here and building this back up for options trading. So running through just my holdings real quick. XDTE, Misty, SPYI, Ulti, JEPI. This is YMAX, NGPIX, and WPAY. I continue to hold these. I will continue adding to them, but wanted to just show those real quick. My dividend growth stocks, Costco, Pepsi, and Starbucks. I've got 100 of Starbucks, 107 of Pepsi, only 1 of Costco at the moment. And lastly, my growth stocks, or ETFs. So these do pay a dividend, but very low, and I'm buying them more for growth. It just so happens they pay dividends. I do like to buy growth stocks that pay a dividend as well. So like Alphabet, Meta pays a dividend now. Salesforce pays a dividend now. So I'm gonna look at those guys first. Apple, other tech stocks, things like that. And then obviously these two ETFs pay a small dividend as well. So just wanted to show those real quick. I'll go into more detail on like monthly calls, or if you guys think that there's something you want to see in more detail, let me know. I'm happy to dive in more. I'm kind of getting used to this platform. I just started using it literally a couple days ago. So as I get more familiar with this, I'll report more on it. And of course, I'll keep showing this sheet as well. Other than that, I will catch you guys on the next video.